Okay, so today is Sunday. I have decided to make me some homemade chicken noodle soup because I woke up Saturday morning not feeling the greatest. Usually it's my allergies, and around this time of year most likely it's allergies, but my throat telling me you need some homemade chicken noodle soup. So that's what I'm about to do. I got me some chicken thighs, some boneless skinless chicken thighs that I'm about to wash off or rinse off and cut some of the. I hate working with chicken thighs. I don't know about anybody else, but I already washed my hands by the way. I don't like all of that be inside chicken thighs. So I'm about to cut some of that off so that when I get ready to make my soup, I can just shred it up and I ain't got to worry about when I take a bite, it got all that grossness in it. All that. I don't like all that. So I'm about to cut all that out before I start my soup. So that's what I'm about to do real quick. And then I'm going to season my chicken up a little bit, pan sear it, and get the soup going. Okay. So that's what I'm about to do. Be right back. I hope everyone's Sunday is going well. So far mine has been a lazy Sunday. I ain't did too much. It's 4 o'clock. I don't normally cook this late. I get my dinner done early. I wake up, I get the laundry started, I get my dinner started. But like I said, I haven't been feeling the greatest, so I kind of just been lounging around chilling. So yeah, go ahead and get it going now. Get all this extra fat and mess. I know the fat is supposed to be the flavor, but I ain't got time. I'm eating my soup. I don't want to bite into no fat chunks. No, not doing it. So I'm gonna get all the parts I don't like cut off and go from there. Say what I said. It's nice using kitchen shears too. It's easier to maneuver than with scissors. It's nice outside, so I just opened my kitchen window, you know, get a little air in. I just knew it was gonna be cold air coming in. It's nice out today. Man, I wish I would open my windows earlier. So good out there. Hello? Hope everyone's having a great day. Then got outside, got a little bit of this niceness in you. I think it's nice. I haven't been outside, but from what I'm feeling from this kitchen window, it's feeling all right. Well, actually, if your grandma like my grandma get you out the kitchen. Go sit down somewhere, get out my kitchen. But I did watch a little bit, so I know a little something. I retained a little something. I think she would be proud of my soups. Now, do I think my grandma would have sat and did all this? Probably not. And you'd have ate it and didn't even know. But I just don't like all that extra in my soup. I don't have time for it. Alright, so I got that cleaned up pretty good. Good as this one get. Put that over there so it can dry a little bit. The color on my nail polish chipped, and I'm like, I'm going to the nail salon, so silly me sit there and start chipping at it more. Now look at it. And I didn't make it to the nail salon, so I gotta go to work all week looking like that. I'm about to take it off and just have one clear nail. The rest are good, but that one looks like what? Who did it and why? But baby, I didn't feel like it. This is the first time I use chicken breast to make soup. I usually just use thighs. This is the first time I use chicken thighs for soup. I usually use breasts. All right, that's good enough. All right, so enough of all that. Let's get these thighs seasoned, pan seared, a little bit of oil, a little bit of butter. Get it right. Alright, let's get that. Got my Dutchie. that big Dutch oven. Get that on kind of high so we get a nice quick sear. Let's dry this chicken off. Get it nice and dry. It looked like I tore this chicken a new one. Try and clean all the stuff off. It's raggedy, but guess what? It's still edible. Alright. Let's get it off of these towels. Get it ready to salt and pepper. Now this part I'm only going to do salt and pepper so that the seasoning don't burn up my pan. Because if you know, you use garlic and all that, it will burn in the pan before your chicken is where you want it. So I'm just going to use salt and pepper. Let me wash my hands. Alright, so I'm going to start with just salt and pepper. I'm not going to do too much on the salt because I got a lot of ingredients that include salt. So I'm going to do that. Get that to stick real good. Flip it. And because I got these grinders, I got to keep touching my salt and pepper shaker, so wash my hands again. Boom. And boom. Get rid of that because I don't need that no more. Check my pan. I'm going to use vegetable oil and a little bit of butter. Because butter gives it flavor. Alright. I'm going to hit it with enough just to coat the bottom of my pan. Maybe a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Stick my butter. Measurements, I don't have that much butter. Boom. If you know like I know, we ain't got no measurements. I ain't never seen my grandmother measure nothing. You just sprinkle so it look like it's right. Taste it. Hit it with some more if you need to. We don't measure. Get this chicken up in here and get a sear on it. I'm gonna go that big one first. Okay, it might not be hot enough yet. I need that joint hot. Hello? I'm trying to get a nice color. Because color equals flavor. Alright, let's do this. And this is not to cook the chicken thoroughly. It's just to get like a good, a little sear on it to give it some flavor. That's it. So that's what it's doing right now. While that's doing that, I'm going to clean as I go. You always want to clean as you go, because one thing I ain't going to do is there's a whole bunch of mess to clean up after I'm finished. When I'm done, all I usually do is clean off the stove, any dishes that we have used. When I put the food away, wash the pot. You're not about to have a whole bunch of mess piled up. Clean as you go, especially with chicken. You definitely want to wipe down good. Alright, I'm going to put my chicken on here and get it cut up. Alright, let's go ahead and get it flipped. Let me dry my hands before I have a complete grease explosion from the water. Okay, and here's what I'm working with. See if I can do it without steaming up my camera. Just a little bit of color. That's all I need. A little color gives you a little flavor. No, a little color gives you a lot of flavor. Alright, so once that is pretty much done, I'm not aiming for it to be like completely done, ready to eat. But pretty close. I'm going to cut it up because it's still got to cook in the soup. So I'm going to cut it up. And then I'm going to add it back to the pot with my beef, my chicken stock. I don't use an actual like liquid form because by the time I get ready to use it, it'll be expired. So this is what I use. Mix it with water and you got your chicken stock. So this is what I'm going to use for my broth. I'm going to add it back to the pot with my chicken along with my frozen vegetables, which I took out earlier so they're not so frozen. So this can get going because it's Sunday. I'm going to go get it. And then once the vegetables get kind of where I need them, everything is kind of close to the end, I'm going to throw on my pasta. I got some wide egg noodles. This will be good. Okay, so while that's doing this thing, that's a little multitasking here, because like I said, we gotta get this bowl rolling. I'm gonna make my chicken broth. Don't mind my little measuring cup. I was a little heavy-handed with it, and I rolled the handle, but it still works nonetheless. So this is 4 cups. I'm gonna do 4 cups of hot water because I'm gonna be adding to food that's already hot. So I'm gonna make the hot water hot as possible. I'm going to do 4. I'm going to start off with 4 cups, but I may add more because I want mine to be a bit sticky. I want broth. Okay, it is hot. That's why I look cloudy. Don't come from my water. And it looks like I'm going to need some more chicken stock. I'm going to add a nice. I'm going to add what's left. Hello. Boom. I'll refill that later. And what we're going to do now and throughout the process is taste our stock to make sure it's right. Make sure the seasons is where you need it to be. Do what you got to do. Hello? Alright. So this is my chicken broth. That's straight. And that's 4 cups. But most likely I'm going to need more than 4 cups. But I'm going to start off with 4. And if I add more water, I will not add any more of this. Not because I don't have no more. Got some more in the pantry. But I don't think I'm going to need more of this. Because I also have some chicken, like a Lipton onion soup mix. So, this is all I'm going to add for now. Let's see where this chicken at with it. You're going to hear the water a lot because I rinse this and wash this a lot. Let's get this chicken out. And like I said, it's not 100% cooked. Like I wouldn't eat it yet. But it really just needs to, as a matter of fact, I'm going to put the big one back. Get the smallest one out first. I'm going to cut these up. Let's leave that in there for a little bit. And actually, I should have got my cutting board out. Your cutting board won't stay still. Little tip: get a damp paper towel. Put it under the cutting board. Stops it from spinning. And you chopping off the whole finger. All right. Cut this up into little bite-sized pieces. Put that back on my little plate. It's cutting up so nice and tender. And just getting it cut up. No particular rhyme or reason. Just get it cut up into little chunks. All right. Until I'm ready, I'm going to take that off the fire. finish cutting up my chicken. I think it's a good choice using the thighs. Nice and juicy. I'm ready to compare the difference between when I use breast versus thighs. I always use breast. One of them little ligaments I didn't get off. That was much easier while it's cooked. So I just noticed one of the little ligament things that I don't like, veins, whatever they are, that's inside the chicken. It came off easier after I was able to just identify and pull it right off. Maybe I should stop doing all that cutting while it's raw. Cut it up after I cook it. Food for thought. That part a little crispy. I'm gonna leave that out. All right. So I got quite a bit of grease still left in it. I don't want all that grease in my soup, so I'm gonna soak up some of that grease with paper towels, but I'll be right back. Okay, so I got all the extra grease out of my pot. This is what's left. Just like the little drippings from the meat cooking, which is gonna add flavor, so don't get rid of it. I'm gonna add some onions to my pot because I do freeze my onions. So I'm putting it in now so they can thaw a little bit. They thaw like that. All right, so my chicken is cooked up, cut up, ready to go back in. But before I do that, I'm gonna add some onions. I do freeze my onions because they last long and you have to run to the store, get an onion every time you want to cook. So I buy onion by the bag. I chop them up either by hand or in my chopper. I freeze them. So every time I need an onion, it's right here. Put these in your pot. The onion is going to, the moisture is going to pick up a lot of that flavor at the bottom of the pot. You hear it, or you hear it. Boom, that's that. So basically the moisture from the onions is going to deglaze the bottom of the pot. And all that little brown flavor I showed you will come straight up off the pot. And into the onions, into the soup. Let me show y'all what it's doing. The onions is deglazing the bottom of the pot. that moisture. The frozen onions are going to cook up exactly the same if they were fresh. The water is going to cook off. I'm going to let some of the water evaporate, which I really don't need to because it's soup. It's going to be water added to it. So, that's that. But that's my onions. You see how it's almost completely deglazed the bottom of the pot. So your pot ain't going to have no cooked on stuff that you can't come off. It has deglazed it. And what that don't get, the broth will. Meantime, I'm going to add some garlic, little minced garlic. Add me a little bit of minced garlic, not too much. This is a big spoon, so maybe a scotch more. Just a scotch. Alright. Now that I got my onion and my garlic in there, and it's very aromatic, you can smell everything. It has picked up all the flavor off the bottom of the pot. I'm going to add my chicken back in. My cut up chicken thighs back to the pot. Mix that in there with those onions and garlic. Real nice. I'm also going to add in a pack of my onion street mix. Got my packet of onion street mix. And my pack of couple chicken street mix. All that flavor. So I won't need too much seasoning after this. And that creamy chicken soup mix kind of add a little bit of thickness to it. Just want to get that all incorporated. Real nice. Smells amazing. What? And then to this I'm going to add my 4 cups of water. Well, chicken broth rather. Water that has become chicken broth. Okay. That's 4 cups. But if I stop at 4 cups and add noodles, this is going to be stew, not soup. So I'm going to add more water. And because I put all that seasoning so far in there, and may need to add a little more, I'm not going to put more broth. I'm not going to put more chicken bouillon. I'm just going to put water. Okay. I'm going to turn this up so I can get a nice little bowl going. Alright, so that's 4 cups of water. Using the same cup, but I did not add more bouillon. I'm going to add 4 more cups of water. It looks like a lot of water, but be mindful. I'm going to add vegetables. I'm going to add egg noodles, which will absorb some of the water. And it is soup. It's soup. So I'm going to let that come to a boil, and then I'm going to add my vegetables. Once I add my vegetables, I'll just let it simmer and go simmer behind down somewhere. Let that come come to a boil. I will not add any more seasonings because I don't know where it's at right now with those soups I added. So once it cooks down more, the chicken is completely done, I'll go back, taste it, and add more seasoning as necessary. Pop quiz. Was anybody listening to what I said you do in the meantime? We waiting for that to come to a boil. So should we just stand here? Absolutely not. Clean as we go. We made a little couple dishes. When we cut up the chicken, clean it up. You finish with the garlic, put it away. Let's do it. Get them bubbles going. Get them dishes clean. Y'all see the curtains blowing in the background? That's that nice breeze coming up into here. Spreading the smell of that food all through the house. This is its point. Get them dry. Because not everybody got a dishwasher. Plus, I prefer to do my dishes by hand. And by the way, yes, I do have a new one. I just like the old one. Old Faithful. Plus, it's 4 cups. The other one only 2. Double the work for what? Because it got a handle? I don't think so. That breeze feels some kind of good coming through that window. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait to sit down and enjoy it. Oh, and it ain't gonna get dark until late because the time went, wait a minute, spring forward before back. The time went back. So yes, it's gonna be dark later. So I can keep my windows open longer and enjoy it. The dishes is clean and put away. Soup has not started boiling yet, but that's what we're waiting on. Does it smell good? Absolutely. Alright. Be back in a minute. Oh, my back. Alright, so while I'm waiting for my soup to boil, which is pretty much all we're doing, I'm going to fill up the rest of my That's what you do. Get a big bottle, fill a little bottle, keep the little bottle in the cabinet. Okay. Refill it. Actually, I need to refill my big bottle with another big bottle. My big bottle empty now. Make sure I put that on the grocery list. So I refilled it with what little bit I had. But I should not eat no more of this for today. So I'm gonna put that away. Alright, so my chicken and broth is starting to come to a boil. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my vegetables. I got a little bit left from the dinner on a different night. I'm gonna add that. Waste not, want not. We're gonna act up while I'm recording. I ain't even got time, hello. Alright, I'm pretty much going to let this simmer. So I'm going to turn the heat down to about a medium, medium low, a little more, a little closer to the medium than the low. I'm going to turn it down, put the top on it, let it simmer, let all them flavors percolate. And I'm not going to add my noodles until like right near the end, because they're going to take long to cook. But right now, just let that go, see where the flavor add as I need to, and then that's it. So I'll be back to the cooking in just a minute. All right, just a quick look at what's going on. So I cleaned up the kitchen a little bit while I waited. I'm just letting the chicken and the frozen vegetables, which I kind of thawed out a little bit, they're boiling. Yeah, coming along pretty good, pretty good. Once those vegetables are nice and soft, the chicken should be pretty much cooked through by now. I cooked it 95% of the way in the pot earlier. So the chicken should be pretty good. Like I can taste it at this point and the chicken is done. And I just cut that up into like little chunks. It's about the same size as the vegetables, so you get like an even bite. And once the vegetables get like to a tenderness that I want, I'm gonna go in there, try it out, make sure that the season is where it need to be. Preferably a little over seasoned, because the noodles are gonna absorb a lot of that and take away the taste. We'll be back. A mother's work is never done. Although this really ain't got nothing to do with being a mother, because this is my laundry. My child do her own laundry. I ain't got time. But while I'm waiting for the soup, I might as well fold some clothes. Oh my goodness. So while the soup is going, I went on the front porch. It feels amazing outside. Daylight Savings Day came and showed off. It feels so good out there. If I knew that, I probably would have hit that nail salon, because it feels so good outside. It feels like it's spring today. So, unfortunately, because I didn't know of such nice weather, I set my behind in here and did cook some soup. You know, I was excited when I came on. I'm gonna make some soup. I'm gonna do my laundry. And now I'm looking at this weather. And I'm sitting here sweating. I could have been outside. I don't really go outside, but still, I could have been outside doing something. Going to the market. My idea party, and it's going to Sam's Club. BJ's. I'm about to just go sit in the car with the windows down at this point. But anywho, gotta get ready for the week. And I'm about to go in here real quick and check on this suit because I don't want, you know, anything to go wrong. So get these little couple clothes folded. What's the worst part about laundry for you? Is it washing the clothes, folding the clothes, or putting them away? I would say for me it is putting them away, because I can wash them, fold them while I'm watching TV. When it comes time to put them away, them joints will sit in that basket. Crazy because they already folded. So, but I don't know. I just don't know. I'm trying to understand how baby clothes then got in my basket, because this is his shirt and his sock. It's beautiful outside, y'all. I'm gonna say it a million times. It's beautiful. If this was live, I would tell y'all to go out there and enjoy it. After you finish watching me, of course. But anyway, y'all come to watch soup. So I'm about to go back in here and check on the soup. Let's go. I was trying to do a brief introduction to my daughter, because y'all don't ever get to meet her. And she caught me. She playing her Oculus. Anywho, let's get back to the soup. Okay, back to my soup. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so like I said before, I took the frozen vegetables out of the freezer a little earlier so that they had time. So while my chicken was thawing, I took out the frozen vegetables so they would have time to thaw a little bit, so I wouldn't take forever waiting for them to get soft. So, because I'm trying to get this thing rolling, you hear me? So let's taste it. Taste the broth, see where it's at. Does it need a little more seasoning, does it not? And then where's the vegetables at, how soft are they, before we add the noodles. Could be salty, could be watery, could be perfect. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna get a green bean in there. Usually the green beans is would take longer to get soft. So let's get a green bean in there, carrot, and a little broth. I'm not putting my hand under here and burning, hello. And I'm not gonna blow it over top of my whole pot of soup that my family gotta eat. Hot. The vegetables is where they need to be. The vegetables at one point. Season wise, could use a little more. So I'm gonna hit it with, now I know this is garlic salt, but I actually have a big Sam's Club garlic powder. So this is actually garlic powder, not garlic salt. So I'm not adding a huge amount of salt. It's garlic powder. And I'm gonna do a little and try it out a little bit, try it out. Onion powder, no salt. onion powder, garlic powder. Why do I keep taking the thing more Italian seasoning out? I don't want Italian seasoning. Some parsley, and I'm not about to stand here and shake this for all my life. So I'm gonna take that off. And the parsley isn't really for flavor, more so for decoration, like that paprika. I do like celery seed in mine. You get a little taste of celery without actually having chunks of celery. That much. And I'm going to add a little bit of Slap Your Mama for a little pow, a little punch. Not too much because I don't want it to be spicy. It does make it a little spicy, and I don't want that. I can smell the seasons already. Oh my goodness. Especially that garlic powder and onion powder. Let's see where the seasoning's at. I had to go wash my spoon. This time I'm gonna get a little piece of chicken, a little piece of vegetable, so I can see what everything is as a whole. And I really try to get a green bean because they take longer to get soft. A little broth. Let's see what the season is on it. That's what the little spoonful looks like. I'm dropping on my broth. It smells so good. It smells like your grandma's house on a Sunday when she in there cooking that good old soup. Shout out to grandma. Don't nobody do it like my Shirley. Very hot. Good. I will say though, I know I said I wasn't going to add any more chicken bouillon, but it could use some more to give it a little bit more chicken flavor. So I'm going to add a little bit. It's mine and I can. As long as we like it, that's all that matters. I got water on here. There we go. I'm going to hit it with a little more chicken bouillon. Because the meat is just not giving enough flavor yet. It's not. And once those noodles drop, they're going to suck up all that flavor. See what it's all about. With my clean spoon. Yes, clean. Okay. That extra bouillon, put it where it needs to be, and did. That extra bouillon powder turns it way more up. Alright, so it's boiling again. Now I'm going to put in my pasta. I got wide egg noodles. And I'm going to put in maybe, let's see, 1, 2, see what 3 handfuls look like. I think 3 handfuls should be good enough. We're going to turn this down to a medium low. Put the lid back on it. Let it simmer. Let the noodles fluff up. And see where we at from there. I keep egg noodles in my house. You never know when you need some soup. Keep you some egg noodles, some chicken, frozen vegetables. And good. Let's let that boil. Let the noodles get fluffy and delicious. All right. Let's see what the soup looking like. The noodles have fluffed up rather nicely. See that? Lots of chicken. Let's show that a little close up. Looking good. Nice hearty soup. And of course, before I tell anybody that dinner is done, you give it one last try. Make sure that the seasons are still right after adding the noodles. Make sure the noodles didn't absorb everything. See baby girl in the background. She tried to run real quick. So I want the noodles to absorb the flavor, but I don't want it to take up all the flavor. So I'm going to give it one more try. Make sure I don't need to adjust anything. And if not, dinner is ready. That soup is right. That soup done went places soup ain't never gone before. It's delicious. So basically it's done. What I'm gonna do is put it on a smaller burner in the back, put it on as low as possible, let it continue to simmer, just to get those flavors to keep on working through. But as it's done, they can eat whenever they're ready. But the more it simmer, the better the flavor will be. So that's it for my soup. It's good to go. I will post a picture at the end of how it looks in the bowl. Thanks for following. I hope you have learned how to make your own soup at home. And like I said, I know I didn't do any measurements, but you gotta just taste it. It's not like, yeah, doing all that measurements to me don't work. You gotta measure it as you taste it, whether you need a little more or not. Do a little as possible, because you can add to, but you cannot take away. So do little bits at a time until it's just right for you and yours. Please continue to watch, share, like, comment, subscribe. Watch it twice, watch it 3 times if you need to. Come back and see us again at What's the Name of Them.